It's been a while since I made these videos because I actually am also graduating at the time. I'm writing my thesis on the constructed nature of femininity, and I've been really immersed in that topic lately. So I haven't been able to create as many videos as I wanted to. Something that came to my mind this week was a question I had about happiness. I really noticed in my own life that it's not something that I consciously think about or am even aware of. It's just a set of specific choices that I make and actions that I do daily that have really helped me to have a bit of a more softer life, but also a life that I enjoy living. What truly is happiness? This is a question that I think a lot of us are asking ourselves, like, how can one be happy really in their life? And I think like we oftentimes might connect happiness with like material things or maybe even experiences. And I do think that experiences are a great way to increase your happiness, but I think it has to be something very internal in order for you to sustain it, because otherwise, if you create your happiness around the external factors, I think you will be always looking for those external things to have in your life. Because I actually did this before when I was in sort of search of my own happiness. I was doing these exact same things. I would travel, I would try to invest in material things, in sort of memories that I thought were something that looked good because I was looking at others for the happiness. I was looking at others to give me some clues on how to be happy with just seeing how others were happy. But the thing is, happiness is different for all of us. But I do think that there are a set of specific actions that could help you to be more happy, to sort of find this calmness and softness in your life, which will just enable this happiness to you. And of course, just add the things that are important to you and things that are recharging you, because we often do things that we actually don't like and we don't like doing, and we do them and we are unaware that we're actually being depleted of our own energy. So I think it's very important to become very aware of yourself first of all, and through that you can also add these things that make you happy. But I would like to share the things that I actually do for sort of like daily happiness, but also just the things that I feel are a very important part of my routine. And these habits have definitely helped me in finding more of this peaceful ground, not looking at the external things all the time, but just looking within a bit more. The first thing that I feel is still a bit difficult for me, and I think for a lot of people it gets even more harder as we go because our society is not structured that way, but being in the present moment. This is very important, but very difficult. It's something that we need to consciously make an effort for. So when you notice that you are feeling a bit bored, you might be somewhere, you're sensing within your body that you're becoming a bit anxious or frustrated, it's very uncomfortable to be in the present moment. Maybe you're in a rush, maybe you're at a line, waiting somewhere at a line, and you feel like you want to just, fill your head, fill your mind with maybe mindless scrolling or something else that will take your focus out of the present moment towards your phone, and you feel like you're more entertained, but you're actually less present in those times. And these are just small things like being present in any situation that you're in, trying to consciously always make the decision that would take you closer to being present in a moment. So if you notice yourself, like if you notice this anxiety building up in your body and you want to like take yourself out of the situation by taking your phone out, try to do the exact opposite. So being in the present moment, definitely for me, it means that whenever I notice that I'm in a hurry, let's say that I'm in the traffic and I want to just get somewhere faster, I try to sort of step back a bit and I look at the cars, I look at the lights, I look at the weather, I just look and observe the world around me. So whenever I do have this feeling of anxiety and maybe this hurry that we're all living under, I think all the time nowadays, I try to inspect and observe the world around me, and this always takes me back to the present moment. Of course, just being very aware of your breath, because when you're stressed, you start to breathe very like on the surface level, so the breath is very short and thin. But once you notice that, okay, you're feeling a bit anxious about something or anxiety is rising up in your body, just like breathing and just bringing your consciousness and awareness back to this moment, to your body. I think this is very important, and it is sad to watch that we're slowly just building ourselves more on the online platform, like our presence is more and more online, so we don't always focus on being present wherever we are. I think people are awakening to this, and I think people are also being very aware of this and just trying to do better and trying to be more present in their daily lives. Another thing that we often forget, because we are living again in this world where we always need something from others. So if we give, we always want something back. The second thing is definitely giving to others. You could be helping someone out. You can give to charity. You could just offer your help to your friends, maybe doing something for free. What my mother does a lot is she always cooks. She wants to provide for the family. We're not always able to go to her, but she would always cook for us and bring the food to our home. And this is her way of showing her love. So she's really providing by being of help in a way for us. So try to find ways where you can help, maybe your neighbor, maybe just, keeping a door open for someone. Just doing small actions throughout your day is really something that will make you feel a lot better about your life, and also it feels like you are of service to people. And this takes our focus from the internal anxiety and that the world is revolving around you, but you come out of it and you start to look at others and the people around you, and not in a critical way, but actually in a way of where we're all connected and we're just all one. So when you're helping someone, you're actually helping yourself. And I think this has made a huge impact in my life. If I notice that my friends are needing of help, but they don't want to ask for it, because I think we have been conditioned to think that we should be very independent and very strong people all the time, and there isn't any room to be vulnerable. I always try to offer my help in any ways I can. There will be times when you're not going to get any gratitude from anyone. I don't think we should become cynical because of that and stop giving to others and stop helping others. And I think there's always a place for love towards people and towards others. And what would be a better way to show it than just give to others from your own energy in a way. The third thing I think is crucial is being in nature. I'm still learning this myself. I love being in nature when the weather is great, when the sun is always shining and it's warm and it's dry. I live in a Nordic country. I live in Finland. Our summer is 3 months long, and maybe we have extra couple of months here or there that are less wet and less snowy and cold. But I would definitely say that during the past 2 years, I've really put more focus in being in the nature, even if the weather is not super perfect, but just going out, dressing up accordingly, and just looking and observing in my surroundings. I try not to listen to any music or podcasts. Sometimes I do it. Again, I'm trying to be present in those moments when I go out, when I go in the nature. Because once I walk around, I can hear things, I can sense things better, and this helps me to be in the present moment even more. I try to do even 20 minutes per day. I'm not able to do it daily, but I think it has made a huge difference in my mood, just overall energy levels. Just being still with the nature is so beautiful. It just always calms me down. It really makes a difference. One thing that I cannot stop preaching about is how important meditation is. If you can, try to add it in your morning routine, something that you do just almost right when you wake up. It really clears your head. Sometimes we wake up and we have the to-do list is waiting for us. We have all these tasks. Maybe we wake up a bit stressed because we know that the day is filled with everything. Staying with your body for a bit and really being calm within yourself for a moment before you start your day and really dive into everything you need to do throughout the day. It's such a great practice to have. And even if you're not able to do it every day, just trying to implement it every now and then, and so you can notice the difference in your mental health. The level of calmness that you'll be starting out your days it will just blow your mind. You will not be able to understand it until you notice the changes within your body. And the last thing, which I think is kind of clear for everyone, but again needs to be said, take responsibility for your happiness. Looking for someone to blame, whether it's a circumstance or a person, that won't really take you anywhere. So just taking responsibility for your actions. You need to feel happy before you have reached all your goals, because otherwise you'd be just again running after something that is external, looking for the happiness from other people and situations and circumstances. So take responsibility that you can be happy in the moment, but you need to really dig deep with your feelings and where the unhappiness really stems from. And again, of course, this requires a bit of inner work, and that's up to you whether you want to go there or not. Once you do take responsibility for your happiness, You understand that you become sort of invincible, like nobody or nothing can touch you, and whether the circumstances are good or bad, you would still be able to find this happiness within. You will be able to start trusting more in your life because you already know the level of happiness that you're having throughout your days aren't in relation with the external situations or happenings or circumstances, and you understand that you're the one responsible for your feelings and also your thoughts, because your thoughts are the ones that will create this feeling of peace, feeling of calmness, that I think is the basis for happiness. I hope these help you in your search of happiness, but don't be searching because it's really within you. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.